need some coffee. I could make some here, but I think I'll go outside in the cold and do it instead. Well, I should probably get dressed first. Probably do that. Okay. Time to go make some coffee. See here. Carry all my stuff here without dropping anything. Oh, good night. Ooh, it's pretty this morning. I'm gonna go put my stuff over here where I'm gonna make the coffee, and then yeah. Oh, look at this. We got a little dusting of snow this morning. Here's this little shelter area again. Such a cool little place. Put my stuff down here. Walk over here for a little bit. Oh yeah, it's a beautiful Friday morning. It's a beautiful day the Lord has made. About 33 degrees. Oh, it feels great. Oh yeah, this is pretty. Still at the, what is it again? Wagon Hound rest area here. See if we can see some elk. If I can be kind of quiet for once. That'll work. Probably not. Let's go over here. A little different view this morning. It's still cloudy, but they're kind of moving around. I can kind of see Elk Mountain over there. And it did get some snow up there. See if I can pan around. I'm not too shaky because I haven't had my coffee yet. I'm also not too awake. Tell me if you see anything and I'll stop the camera. I don't know how you can tell me because this isn't live. Oh, pretty. Pretty landscape down in there for sure. Oh, what a gorgeous, crisp, cool morning. Yeah, there's some white. Definitely got some snow So in the mountains to the south and west of here, I guess they were going to get a couple feet of snow. But yeah. But it's got a little dusting here. I do love snow, I just don't like driving in it. So after I have my coffee, I'll mosey on, continue east. And it's actually supposed to warm up in the 50s, 60s, and 70s as I get into Nebraska and Iowa. Oh well. Fall is on the way. Okay, I'm going to set up in here and make a coffee. See it a little better this morning. It's a little fireplace. I mean, how cool is that? Whoa. Whoa. My tripod just broke. Okay, well, I guess we'll deal with that later. Anyway, I was trying to show you the little fireplace here. It's pretty cool. It actually is a real fireplace. Look at that. That is so cool. In a shelter at a rest area. I just never seen that before. Very cool. Okay, now I gotta figure out a way to prop up my phone. That'll work. Winging it here now, y'all. Okay, so let's see. Go like that. See if it'll balance on there. Okay, and yeah, I'll fix that later. Okay, got my canteen kit. I got my gloves. And my coffee kit. Got some denatured alcohol because we're going to do an alcohol stove. Got my alcohol stove. Got a lighter, but did I bring my ferro rod? I think I have it in my pocket. Yeah. I'm using a ferro rod and my spoon. I'll move that. Alright. Might have to turn this a little bit here. Hopefully that'll balance. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I have to fix my tripod later or get a new one. Probably get a new one. Alright. Get situated here. Ooh, this seat is cold. It's a concrete picnic table. Ooh, yeah. Well, my butt will just be cold. Could have brought a blanket, but I didn't think. Well, that's really cold. Okay, let's get moving here. I need coffee. It's like, what time is it? Oh my goodness, it's 7 o'clock. I need coffee. Okay, so, y'all know I love coffee. I love the outdoors. I love little stoves, backpacking stoves and kits, and I like making coffee outside, and it's just fun, and yeah. So that's what I'm going to do this morning. I am outside. I'm in the little shelter here. The reason I decided to do it in here, well, there isn't actually any picnic tables outside here. And this is kind of closed in out of the wind, and on 3 sides actually, and it's facing east, so there's no wind in here, and it's actually not real cold in here. Yeah, you can still see my breath. It's just above freezing. Anyway, I'm going to do a coffee here. And so yeah, I like all the little different stoves that I have. I picked up a few that I bought. a canister stove, a couple of solid fuel stoves, and I don't think I bought an alcohol stove. No. But I've made a few. I'm really thrifty, and I like making things and DIY things. So I got all kinds of little fire cans, that I like to have little wood stick fires in. And I've made alcohol stoves out of Fancy Feast cans and Dice Green chili cans and other things. And then I got a couple of solid fuel stoves and stuff. Anyway, it's just fun. I like making all that stuff. Anyway, so I think I have my favorite one here. Okay, so it's actually a two-part thing. Well, it's part, I bought this part, but this part's DIY. Okay, so I made this one earlier this year, I think, and I was kind of fine-tuning it, trying to get it to work. It worked right away, but I needed a little pot stand thing, and anyway, I'll tell you what it is. Okay, this is it, and I think this is probably my favorite little DIY alcohol stove for boiling water, cooking coffee, and even cooking food on. And I'll tell you why I like it. Okay, so what this is, I call it my coffee bomb stove. And hopefully you can hear me. I think it's probably echoes in here, but there's trucks running out here. But anyway, I call it a coffee bomb stove because what this was a little container. It's a little metal container. It has a screw-on lid. And what it was coffee bombs. And what they were little chocolate coffee flavored candy things loaded with caffeine, little coffee bombs. And I bought one of these. I bought my wife one too. And I ate the candy, and I thought that might make a really good stove. And actually, that was my intent all along. I mean, I wanted the coffee bombs, but I looked at it and I thought, oh, it has a screw-on lid. That would make a nice little stove. And so, yeah. And I tried it a few times and it works, but it just didn't. I needed to raise it up because what I did was I put my canteen cup right on here, and it didn't work real well. So then I put it in another little can. That didn't work well. So then, but I got it fine-tuned now, and it's working great. So basically what I did was I put pipe insulation or fiberglass insulation in there. And what you can also use is ceramic insulation and fire rope and that black carbon felt. But I couldn't find any of those, so I'm using just the regular insulation. And it's working great. And I got a thing of it for like $2, and it'll probably last a lifetime because you only need a little bit, and it's a big bag of it. But I put some of that in. I just cut a circle and stuffed it in there, and then I cut a circle of metal mesh, little screen, and I just popped it in there, and it just stays in there. And what's cool about this is you could put the denatured alcohol in there, and it doesn't spill. I just think it's so cool, and so it makes it more spill-proof than a regular just filling up a little cat food can stoves or the Dice Green chili stoves. This is kind of spill-proof, or doesn't spill as easy. But then it also has a screw-on lid, and yeah, the lid doesn't have a gasket or rubber or anything. So I mean, if you tipped it over and shook it, it might leak. But I mean, it's got two forms of leak protection, so it's kind of cool. And for the most part, when I have it in my kits and my pack, I have it upright anyway. But I just thought it was really cool. So so that's the stove. And yesterday I actually spray painted it. I didn't have to, but I had this green heat paint, and it's good for like 1200 degrees or something. It's for like barbecue grills and different things. And so I spray painted it, so it's a kind of a hunter green. Okay, and so that's the stove. And then, so what I do is I made I took a large tuna can, and I put holes around the top, and then this fits in there perfect, and it's a perfect pot stand and kind of a windbreak too, and it works perfect. But it's a little wide for my canteen cup. It works good for pots, but it's a little wide for my canteen cup. But I got this, and what this is it's like an Esbit stove or a Coghlan stove, but it's actually it was a military surplus. So I don't even know. There's no brand name or anything on it.
but they're built really good, and it's still small and not square. You know me, I like all my round little pots and stoves. I like everything round and it all nests together and fits together. I don't like square things, and I don't like things you have to put together, and I don't like things that have a lot of moving parts. But this is pretty solid, and it's small and it's square and it's really built neat. And basically this is a solid fuel stove. So what you do is you open it up and you can put the solid fuel in there, and then you can put a pot down here. What's neat about this, you can put a big pot, or there's different places where it'll stop. I think there's two or three. And but at this level right there, my canteen cup fits perfect on it, and it sits on there better. So so yeah, you can put solid fuel in there, but this stove fits in here perfect too. So you can do an alcohol stove in here, and actually you could actually have a stick fire in here too, a little wood fire. And what's really cool about this little stove, because this is wider and flatter than a lot of alcohol stoves, it fits in there, it closes in there. How cool is that? And actually, if you put it to the side, hopefully this guy is leaving. It's kind of loud. I think he's leaving. Yeah. There's room in here for a couple of solid fuel tabs, or a small bottle of denatured alcohol. Very cool. So that, I think this is my favorite new stove. I just think it's really cool. So, okay, enough talk now. Let's get a coffee going, because I need to warm up a little bit. I love the cool weather, but I like to warm up in the cool weather. Okay, we're gonna put it just like that. Put it like that. Let's get my canteen kit. This is my canteen kit. So I don't know if you've all seen the videos I made of all my kits. This is my canteen kit. I'm gonna do another one of my cook kit, because I put together a new cook kit just out of stuff I had, and it's my favorite one now, and it's really cool. So I'll show you that later. Okay, a lid here, water. That's my little stove. I don't need that. This is my canteen cup. I put it in plastic just so things don't get all sooty and dirty. Yeah, sorry, it's kind of noisy. Rest area, there's trucks running out here, so I'll try to speak up. Okay, so we're gonna put that right there. Canteen cup, I'm gonna get water in there. Almost full. Probably about 2 cups, maybe, I don't know. Okay, then I'll get everything ready here before I light the stove. Put my coffee out here. Oh yeah, Black Rifle, and this is medium dark roast, and it's the Christmas blend. I'm excited to try that. And I got my little coffee cup here. This is my wood mug that my friend Don made me. It is like a 6-ounce cup. It's really small, but I'll have like 3 or 4 small cups. What else is in here? Oh, I have an extra lighter in there. I have extra lighters and ferro rods all over the place. Okay, got the coffee. I won't need that for now. All right, so let's light the stove. So there's a little bit in there because I did try this out last night. But I'm going to put more, so I have just a little bottle. So again, what this is, call it an alcohol stove. Some people call it, well, like the ones you buy, they're like Trangias or spirit burners or whatever. I call it an alcohol stove. What it is denatured alcohol. And you can use denatured alcohol, methyl hydrate, there's some other things you can use. What I use is in the yellow bottle. It's called HEAT, H-E-E-T. And it's for your fuel lines, I think, injectors or antifreeze or whatever in your vehicles. And it works perfect for this. And I just have it in this little squirt bottle. I'm going to try to find a small one today. If I can find a really small bottle, then it'll fit in here with the stove. So I'm just going to put a bunch in here. It only takes about 1 ounce. to boil water. But more is better, I guess. I don't know. Okay. I usually use a lighter. Some people use matches. I never use matches. I have matches in my fire kit for emergency, but I don't use them. Rather just use a lighter. But actually, I like to use my ferro rod more than anything. There we go. Oh. All right. And because it's a lower alcohol stove and it's wider, there's a pretty big flame and it gets pretty hot. Put the lid on. Now I'm going to start my timer, even though I don't really worry about time, but I'm going to start it just for fun. Oh wait, where is it? Where's my stopwatch? Oh, good night. Well, I'll just look at the time. I can't get my stopwatch to work. Okay, 7:35. Okay, here's the thing, y'all. And once it gets a little warm, I'm going to put the coffee in there. People are always concerned about how quick. I got this double bag so it doesn't rip or leak. Coffee, real coffee, not instant. People are always concerned about how quick a stove, especially alcohol stoves, how fast they'll boil water. Well, what's the hurry, y'all? You're out in the outdoors enjoying. You should be relaxing and resting and enjoying the outdoors. What's the hurry? Yeah, I can see it in an emergency or survival situation that you want to get the water boiled quick, you know, to purify water, to make something hot to drink and food and all that stuff. But if you're just doing it for fun, there's no hurry. I don't know. And so people quibble about that, but I don't. It's like, whatever. But I mean, if it takes 5, 10, 15 minutes, even a half hour, big deal. I can wait. That's part of the fun of cooking and making a coffee and cooking food in the outdoors. But when I tested this last night, it was under 5 minutes. So there's really no wind now. Really good flame. A lot of heat coming off of here. There's already steam. It's just amazing. This is actually a really good. It's a really good DIY alcohol stove. And you could find little ones like this, dollar store, Walmart. I mean, just little metal containers with a screw-on lid. I like the ones with a screw-on lid because then you can put the insulation in there and the metal mesh in there, and a screw-on lid. It makes it less spillable. I just think it's pretty cool. It's ready for coffee already. Oh yeah. I'm going to stir that in a minute. I guess I really don't stir it in. I know there's all different ways to make cowboy coffee. I call it bush coffee because I'm not a cowboy. I'm not really even a bushcrafter. I'm just learning. I'm learning everything, y'all. I'm more of just a putz. To call it putz coffee. Been about 2 minutes. It's already hot. But there's all different ways to make cowboy coffee, bush coffee, putz coffee. But I like to, the way I do it, I like to get the coffee in there so it doesn't burn on the edges. I can't believe it's already almost boiling. Yep, I think this is my new favorite stove. But yeah, so I just start the water boiling. I put the coffee in there when it's a little bit warm, and then just till it gets to a boil. It doesn't even have to really be boiling to make coffee, but and when it gets pretty close, I take the lid off so it doesn't boil over. It's just about boiling. 4 minutes and it's just about boiling already, so. Having the lid on, it just makes everything, just like at home on your stove, it makes everything boil quicker. But I don't want it to boil over either. But yeah, I just, once it's boiling or close to boiling, I just take it off, let it sit a little bit. And again, everybody does it different. You know, I learned it from a few different guys watching on YouTube, but Morris Kohansky is probably one of the older guys to watch, but a lot of people have done it all different ways. And but yeah, I'll just take it off, and then there's there's 3 different ways basically that you can get the grounds to settle. Some people will pour this through a filter. I don't do that. I'm not that picky. If I get some grounds in my mouth, it's not a big deal. But I usually don't. Oh yeah, it's just about boiling. Yeah. Oh, we're just at 4 minutes now and it's almost boiling. So one thing you can do is you can, well, if you had it in a pot with a handle, you can just kind of drop it quick. Don't drop it on the ground, but just raise it down real quick, and that kind of settles the grounds. Or what most people do, I think, I don't want this to boil over. Oh, that's looking really good. What most people do is they'll put a little bit of cold water in there, and that shocks it, and the grounds settle that way. I don't like to do that, especially when it's cold out, because I don't want the coffee to cool down too quick. So what I do is I take my spoon and I tap the can, and that settles the grounds too. So that's kind of the 3 ways I think you can settle the grounds. Gotta really watch this. Oh yeah, just starting to boil. Noise pollution. Somebody's got the radio or something on loud over there, but anyway. Give it another minute or so, and then I'll take it off the heat. I'll put the fire out. And that's the thing when you have a lid for your alcohol stove, just like the Trangias, but this is a DIY one, you can snuff it out. And actually, because this alcohol stove doesn't have holes, I could pour it out back into the bottle, but I don't need to because it has the insulation in there and it soaks it up, so I can just leave it in there for next time, or a lot of it will evaporate. But yeah, I'll just put the lid on and snuff it out, so that's kind of cool. It's probably good, but I'll let it go a little longer. Yeah, everybody does it different. Some people get a rolling boil, and I don't really think it really needs that, but there's different ways of doing it. And actually, every time I make Bush coffee, it's or Putz coffee. I'm gonna start calling it Putz coffee because I'm a Putz. I think I make it different every time I do it. But this lid doesn't fit perfectly because it didn't come with the canteen. Military canteens don't come with lids. So it was an aftermarket one I bought online, and it doesn't quite fit it perfectly, but pretty good. But yeah, we're about 6 minutes now. Oh yeah, I'm gonna call that good. Here, let's see what it looks like here. Ah, look at that. Oh, steam in the lens. Oosh, that's hot. I took my glove off. That's the thing, too. Be safe when you're working with stoves, whether it's a canister stove, denatured alcohol stove, gelled alcohol, a solid fuel, any kind of stove. Be careful. And when you're working with fire and campfires and all that stuff, be careful. Be safe and wise, and I'm going to call it good. It doesn't really have to be boiling. And I'm a little impatient for my coffee this morning. Okay, now let's see if I can put this out. Now, I got to open it to get the lid on, but just like that. Now it's out. Let's let that cool over there. And get ready to pour my coffee. I'll let it sit a couple more minutes there. Hopefully you can hear me over the trucks running and somebody's music or radio. This has been nice. So, I think I mentioned this in my last video that, life is hard. I know it is for everybody, and but God is so good. I am so blessed, even with all the trials of life, and I'm just really busy working, and but I get time at home too. I'm out a week or two on the road, and then I'm usually home for a few days to a week, depending. But yeah, when I'm on the road driving, I drive 10, 11 hours a day, and I listen to YouTube videos, and listen to music and podcasts and everything. But I spend a lot of time listening to videos of other people hiking and making a coffee out in the woods and campfires and doing all the outdoor activities that I enjoy. And so if I can't enjoy doing things I enjoy outside, because I'm working, I gotta work, that's part of life, that's okay. I'm thankful for my job and being able to work. But if I can't, go out for a hike or be in the woods or make a coffee or whatever, I like to watch videos of other people doing it. I just really enjoy it. That's my entertainment. That's my TV. And but I do that a lot. I'm thinking about that lately. I spend a lot of hours watching, listening to other people. I just enjoy the outdoors and do things like this, backpacking and hiking and camping, bushcraft, making a coffee, cooking outside, fishing and hunting and canoeing and exploring places and rambling in the woods and just doing stuff with backpacks and kits and all that. I love it. It's just fun. But I watch a lot of that, and I actually don't get a chance to do it very often. I mean, I make videos of my backpacks and my kits and stoves and all the different things, and I have time in the truck when I have downtime when I'm not driving. I have time to work on that stuff in the truck. That's why I have my ultralight kind of small day pack, and then my bigger day pack, and a couple other packs and pouches and kits, and I have bins of stoves and fire cans and my bushcraft stuff. I have gear in there. I have different things I can work with and do DIY projects. But I don't always get time or a place or opportunity to go for a hike or do anything outside. Sometimes it's just too hot. Sometimes I'm just too busy. By the time I'm done driving, it's dark or whatever. So I don't really get time outside to do the things I enjoy. I watch people do it a lot in videos. I'm reading a book right now of a guy hiking the Appalachian Trail, but I don't get to do it that often. And sometimes I get down, I'm like, but it's okay. Again, I'm so thankful for my job and to be able to work. A lot of people can't, and a lot of people don't. And I'm thankful I can work. I'm thankful for my job. And when I'm home, I cherish my time with my wife and kids and grandkids and friends and family. And I got chores to do, but I try to get outside and do things too. And when I can on the road, I try to do something. And then I like to make a video to share with you all too. So it doesn't happen very often, but I try to do it when I can. And I decided to stop at this rest area last night, and I decided this morning I'm making a coffee, and it worked. So I'm blessed and thankful I can do this and share it with you all too. Okay, take the lid off. How's it looking there? Looking really good. I'm gonna stir it in a little bit more here. Just not really stir it, but get it in there more. Oh my goodness, this looks good. Oh, it's really hot. It's just started to boil when I took it off, and really doesn't have to boil. But okay, so again, I just tapped the can here. That's all it really takes. Probably more than it needs to be done, but okay. Now the pour. Make sure my handles are locked here. Whoa. Twisting for some reason. There we go. Now they're locked. Okay. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this, y'all? Oh, yeah. Put the lid on, keep that warm. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. You see it? Here. Get a good look. Get a good look. Yeah, I need a new tripod today. I got my little one, but it's nice to have a big one for doing stuff like this. I got one at home in my shop. I got one, well, I did have one in the living room. Oh, that was this one because my other one broke. Okay. Anyway, gotta get a new tripod. There it goes. Oh, that smells good. It smells like Christmas. Again, it's Black Rifle, medium dark roast, Christmas blend. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Gosh. Like, people wondering what's going on in here. Oh, oh, oh my goodness, is that good? I'm not even kidding. I'm not doing it for the video. I'm not dramatizing. This is really good coffee, and I'm really enjoying it. And I love it in this little wooden mug. Yeah, it's small. I could have a bigger one, but it fits in my pack nice in my coffee kit. It's just kind of nice. Coffee in a wood mug is wonderful. And I like this little one that my friend Don made me. I think it's poplar, I think. I don't know, really nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. Oh. That's a good looking coffee. So, I like dark roast for the most part. Medium or medium dark is good. Not light, but it's strong. I put a lot of coffee in there. It's good. It's not bitter. It's rich. Oh, it tastes really good. Cowboy coffee, Bush coffee, Putz coffee. I think it's the best. And it's so simple and basic. My favorite way, this is probably my second favorite, to do it in my canteen cup on an alcohol stove, or whatever stove. But my number one favorite is on a campfire. Just to put it right on the fire or right on the edge. It's the best. I don't know, there's something about it's nostalgic, using a canteen cup. And I know some guys have like little kettles or pots or other pots, and I have 3 or 4 other little pots. But they're all too big, really. I don't need that big of a container to boil 1 or 2 cups of coffee. Canteen cup is perfect, and it's nostalgic, and it's military surplus, and there's history there. This was a brand new cup. But yeah, this is my favorite way to make coffee, and there's just something about making coffee in the outdoors. And boy, it's really pretty. The clouds are moving around. Actually, there's actually some blue sky over there, and over the fields and the mountains over there, and you can see the trees or the little bit of white snow. It's just gorgeous. But yeah, there's just something about making coffee outside. Making it is part of the process. That's why it doesn't have to be fast. And just drinking coffee in the outdoors on a cool day especially is wonderful. Cooking food outside is fun too, and I want to do more of that. I want to do more cooking outside and making videos, but just enjoy cooking outside more. I'm really praying that my wife and I get a lot of time this fall and winter to have campfires and cook outside and hike and fish and just enjoy the outdoors. And summer isn't my season. We'll go for a hike here and there. We'll do some things, fishing and a little canoeing. But fall is when I thrive, and even winter now too. You just got to bundle up and prepare for it. And I'm excited for fall and winter and the Christmas season and everything. So anyway, I'm gonna get ready to end this video. I got a couple more little cups of coffee to drink here. But I'm going to stop the video, and I'll show you a little bit more of the scenery at the end of the video. And then I'm going to get ready to keep rolling east through Wyoming towards Nebraska. I might stop at Pine Bluff Rest Area. I'm not sure. We'll see. There's a trail there, and I stopped there and hiked there one time. I might stop there and go for a quick hike. We'll see. And then get into Nebraska and get across Nebraska. Well, probably stop in Nebraska, eastern Nebraska by the end of the day, and maybe into Iowa, I don't know. And then probably get home tomorrow afternoon, Saturday, and then Monday morning go deliver this load of butter. It's only like 45 minutes from our house. And then I'll come back home. I'll be home by noon on Monday, and then stay home a few days, maybe all week, we'll see. And have some home time. So tomorrow's Saturday. I was planning on doing my live stream at home and doing an extended one. I was planning on doing that, see if I could do a 3-hour live stream. Do a campfire, make coffee, make breakfast, do some woodworking, play my mandolin, do some, maybe a hike and stuff outside, do a whole bunch of stuff, try to make it a long live stream, see if we could do that. But I'm not going to be home tomorrow morning. So I might still do a live stream tomorrow morning, a short one, wherever I'm at, probably in Iowa, we'll see. Or maybe tomorrow evening. And then next Saturday, might be home. If I'm home still, I'll do a big live stream. But I want to try to start doing live streams every Saturday. So stay tuned. This is kind of fun, and I enjoy doing the live streams. I know a few of you like that because I can connect with you all. It's just kind of fun. Oh, I might have a special live stream, a special one this evening, Friday evening, maybe like 6, 7 o'clock. We'll see. I'm not sure. I might do a special one too. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, anyway, thanks so much for watching my videos, my channel. I hope you get some joy out of it. Again, I just like to share my life. Whatever I'm doing, I make a video. You know, it's just fun. Just a hobby. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe and click the bell and all that fun stuff. Share whatever you want to do. I just hope you enjoy it. And yeah, this is really good coffee. Always is. Not a ground at all. Very good. Gotta try it. So good. Neat little stove too. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.